Yay, we're here live. I'm so grateful. I have been wanting to reconnect with you, young egg audience, for a very long time. So, as many of you know me, I have written this book, How to Use the Young Egg for Sensual Healing. Thank you so much for everyone's support with my book. If you ever left a review on Amazon, if you've ever purchased from my website, Yoni Eggs, if you've ever downloaded my book or watched my Yoni Egg course, I just want to say thank you so much. So today we're going to do a live Yoni Egg question and answer. And I have been wanting to do this for a while. I really wanted to move first. As you can see, if you've been following me, I'm in a new home. So I really just wanted to be in the right place to do this, okay? So thank you so much, everyone who's here. So I'm going to, hey, Marshall. So one of the things you can do if you're watching and you're a Yoni Egg user, if you're a female and you actually use your Yoni Egg in your yoni and you have had an experience with your Yoni Egg, you can go ahead and leave that in the chat section if you're watching live, and we can talk about that as well. So what I'm going to do as my very first video here on my new channel, I'm going to go ahead and read. I get Yoni Egg questions emailed to me almost every single day. And talking about Yoni Eggs really requires me to be very, like, talking about Yoni Eggs and my Yoni Egg experience and everything, like, I have to be in a really good place. And I don't just willy-nilly, do that. So this is I'm very grateful to be here with you and to really go into this topic that I get emailed to me almost every single day. All right, so let me go ahead and get the first Yoni Egg question. And if you don't know, if you have not downloaded my book, How to Use the Yoni Egg for Sensual Healing, then you would not know that each chapter is one of the most popular questions I have ever been asked. So there's about 26 chapters in my book, and every question is one of the most popular questions that I am asked constantly about the Yoni Egg practice. So, okay, and what is a Yoni Egg if you are watching for the first time? What are you talking about, Grace? What is a Yoni Egg? I could go get one of my Yoni Eggs and show you. I could just show you this one on the cover. This is right here, yes. So this is a vaginal weight that women can use actually literally inside of their yoni and their pelvic floor, on their pelvic floor muscles, and it strengthens their ability to literally hold space in their body. That's the best way I can put it. And by hold space, that is either making love, you have more conscious awareness, more sensitivity, more ability to move your muscles, manipulate your muscles, breathe into your muscles, and have control over your muscles. And it could be vaginal birth, it could be menstruation, it could be masturbation. However you use your yoni egg is going to help you to become more comfortable, more able to enjoy that for yourself and to be more in control, which is, in my opinion, how it should be. We should be able to have full range control over our vaginal genius energy, our vaginal genius. We birth babies, we have orgasms, and some of the surveys that I have collected from women, I'm so happy to be talking about this with you again. I have not talked about Yoni Eggs the way it needs to be talked about in a long time. So thank you for being here. And I do want to get to the first question. I don't want to digress too much. But it's my opinion that if every woman has a yoni egg, this planet would be a much better planet to live on. There would be peace between the genders, peace in the home. A lot of women just don't know how to channel their anxieties. It comes out in different ways. And yoni breathing and having a yoni, in my opinion, a yoni yoga practice, a yoni breathing practice is very helpful for channeling your sensual, sexual energy in a way that can really benefit you and everyone who does it. Okay? So, I guess that's all the preliminary info that we can talk about. And I don't really see any yoni questions. So, let's go ahead and get to the first question that I got asked today at 4:17 a.m. by Miss Berna. So I'm sure a lot of these women are getting my contact info from purchasing my book online on Amazon. They download it for like $2 and they get a yoni egg, they get a few yoni eggs, and then they have follow-up questions. So, okay, so she says, Miss Goddess Verna says, and I have birds in the background, so thank you for your patience. They're really feeling my energy. This is so much fun. Okay, so also I want to get a drink really quick. Okay, this is so exciting. And do you like my yoni egg logo panties? So everyone's telling me I should sell these, but to be honest with you, I really don't want to sell them because I just want them for myself. I really do. Okay, so anyway. All right, so let's get to Miss Goddess Verna's question about her yoni egg. So she said, I would like to use the yoni egg product. I have been off the IUD for the past 4 years and still not pregnant. I do have regular periods every month. Please advise also the costs. She lives in Cape Town, delivery costs. Okay, so just for delivery, anything that has to do with delivery, you can just put your address. You can try to check out, and it will give you the shipping price. It should give you the shipping price. And this is for yonigrace.com. All right, and then, so here's the thing. It's not in this book, but I have a picture of a yoni egg. Actually, I can pull it up on my phone. I have a picture of a yoni egg and a woman using an IUD that I can show you. And you can use your yoni egg if you're using an IUD because the IUD is in your uterus and the yoni egg is going to be in your vaginal canal. So they're going to be separate. It's totally fine. I'm going to find this picture so you can see what I'm talking about. So that should answer your question. You can use a yoni egg, Goddess Verna, if you are using an IUD. Yes, use a yoni egg if you're trying to get pregnant. It sounds like you're trying to get pregnant. This isn't exactly what I was trying to find, but this is the uterus. This is where the IUD would be, and this is where the yoni egg would be in the vaginal canal. And this is a chakra system that's in the vaginal canal. This is a whole chakra system that's in our vaginal canal. Shout out to Melinda who drew this. Let me try to find the IUD picture so you can see what I'm talking about. I know I have it. Let me try to email it to myself real quick. I think I have it on this computer. All right, I'm gonna have to get it later because it's not on this computer. It's on a different computer. Okay, so thank you, Marshall. You like my birds? I love my birds too. All right, so let's keep on going with the question. So hopefully that answers your question. Goddess Verna, and hold on. That's an ad from YouTube. Sorry if you heard that. Hold on. It's kind of weird being on a brand new channel. It's a little weird. Because everything's like a little different. Okay, so let's keep on answering yoni egg questions. I love how this is everyone from my other channel. Yay, hey everybody. Yes, twice in one day. Yes, Corey. All right, so let's talk about these yoni eggs. All right. Every woman needs to use a yoni egg. Once you start menstruating, once you're an adult, there's only benefits. There's no disadvantages. A woman becomes more vaginally like she can lubricate herself better, like more instant, she's more stimulated already. Like her oven is already warm. She's ready to go because she's moving the egg around all day. She's walking around. She's bending down to pick this up. She's reaching this. She's doing anything. So the egg is moving around inside of her in relationship to her movements, and her oven is warm already. She's already tempered for pleasure. She's already open. She's already relaxed. You know what I mean? So it's very helpful for circulation, vaginal circulation, moving the energy, moving the heat, moving the chi. Yeah, so I really want to find that picture actually with the IUD. But I'll get it later. So let's go ahead and move on to the next question. Okay. I'm shifting or I'm sifting through some of these questions. Okay, here's a question. All right, so Jamie asked, I sifted through many of these. So Jamie asked me, and this was just this year in January, she emailed me and she said, "Hi, I am new to the yoni egg, but I came highly recommended by my good friend to help with some issues that I'm having. I had a baby 2 years ago, and since then having problems with leakage." So she's talking about probably, she laughs and she pees a little bit. She has sex and she pees a little bit, although sometimes that's squirting. Look at the sunlight in here. It's so intense. Oh my goodness. Okay. What else? And she says, "Okay, so I am currently pregnant with my second baby and was wondering if it is something that you would recommend for me, and which egg, like what size, etc., would you suggest? Thank you in advance, Jamie." Okay, so Goddess Jamie, thank you for emailing me this very important question. So I do have an entire chapter in my book, How to Use the Yoni Egg for Sensual Healing, regarding pregnancy and fertility. So here it is. And urinary incontinence. So here's my chapter on pregnancy. And what I suggest, if you are trying to get pregnant, or you said I'm currently pregnant with my second baby, so you're already pregnant, you're really going to have to reach out to your gynecologist, actually, if you're pregnant, Goddess Jamie, to see if you can use a yoni egg. That's actually the situation. You're going to need to talk to them to see if that's okay first. Technically, you can use a yoni egg like in the very, very beginning of your pregnancy and more than likely be okay. Because like I said, your yoni egg stays in your vaginal canal. Okay, that's what I discuss in my book. It is not in your uterus, which is where your pregnancy is developed. Does that make sense? So these are two completely separate chambers in your womb. Your uterus being one, and your vaginal canal being the other, which is where your yoni egg lies when you use it. So hopefully that answers your question. Okay, let's talk about urinary incontinence. This is fun. I'm having fun talking about this. Okay, so urinary incontinence does happen when you give birth. So that's actually normal that you are experiencing urinary incontinence after your baby. You had one baby, now you're pregnant with your second baby. That's actually normal, Goddess Jamie. Don't be hard on yourself. That just means that you're carrying a lot of weight that's resting on your womb, that's pressing down on your pelvic floor, that is kind of concaving in, like you're just carrying a lot of weight that's sinking down into your womb and it's pressing on your bladder, and that's why you are leaking more so than before. That's normal. And what else? Where's this chapter? There's a good picture in here that Melinda did, that she drew. What is this picture? Oh, this is a good exercise to do to correct urinary incontinence. So this would be inhaling your yoni egg up, gripping, holding the breath, exhaling, relaxing, dropping the pelvis down, dropping the yoni egg subsequently. Make sense? It's explained in more depth in my book. But that would be actually a really good way to correct your urinary incontinence, Goddess Verna. Let's find this urinary incontinence picture that I know is in here. I usually just send the link out to my book. So, not the chapters. So I'm trying to find it. What is it? Let me know if you have any questions about your yoni egg. I know it's a lot of men in here from my other channel. What's up, guys? Still trying to find this picture. Let me know if you've given yoni eggs to your wives, your girlfriends, women in your life. Here it is. Yes, found it. All right. So this is when you put in your yoni egg in your vaginal canal. So this is the egg. This is your bladder. So to some extent, your bladder is being pulled down by the egg because the egg is like, it's sinking. You know, your body's learning to adapt and grip it, you know, and that's what makes the vaginal texture muscle growth. All right. And the bladder is really trying to hold its own by sustaining itself, if that is clear in the picture. It's clear if you read it. And so your bladder actually gets stronger when you use a yoni egg. It actually gets fortified, it gets hardier, it gets thicker, it gets more buoyant. You can actually feel these changes, at least for myself. You can actually feel these changes when you use your yoni egg every single day consistently. You just notice it. You just can feel the difference. You just know, you know. So yeah, so I don't see really any yoni egg questions in the chat, not yet at least. Let's go ahead and keep on going through these really good questions that I get asked online that, you know, I haven't really publicly talked about. You know, I'm a yoni egg authority in the field, and I don't really boast about that. I've done years of research on women's feedback, physical feedback, emotional feedback, psycho-spiritual feedback with the yoni egg, and it is 100% a good investment. There's no negatives to using it besides the woman actually being like, well, how do I take it out? I've never inserted an egg in me. How the hell do I take it out when it just plops out when you poop? You know, naturally. She doesn't even know that about her body. You know, she doesn't know that yet. Until she starts using this crystal, you know, and it's not a rock and it's not a stone, and it drives me crazy when people say that because it just denigrates this beautiful practice that makes everyone's life better. It makes women's life better. It makes childbirth better. It makes sexual relations better. All of that. So let's keep on going. All right. This is fun. Let's see how long we can stay on here. Maybe we'll be on here for a while. I'm totally open today. I had a really good Memorial Day. It was so much fun. So let's keep on going. All right. So let's see. All right. What other questions? I've gotten asked a lot of questions. Let's see. Hold on. I mean, I have some safety questions which we can talk about regarding authenticity and actual certification, a gemological certification for the stones. Let me try to find that question. That was right here. Sent to me not too long ago. Here it is. Okay, so Goddess Jelania, she says, hello, is it possible? And she sent this March 3rd, so at 5 in the morning. I really like how people email me. Like, you know, this is really, yoni eggs are actually very, very important to women. This is a very big deal. And more women need to voice questions like this and email me, actually, which you can. If you have questions, I'll read that question in a moment. If you have a yoni egg question, send it to support@yonigrace.com. Hold on. This is so much fun. All right, I just put it in the chat. If you have a yoni question after this video, you can email me there. All right, so let's go. So Goddess Jelania says, hello, is it possible to get a mixture of yoni eggs as opposed to 15 of the same egg? Do you have large and small eggs? And do your eggs come with any kind of certificate or authenticity? Thank you, Jelania. So the answer to every single one of those questions is yes. You can absolutely get a mixture. You can absolutely get either large or small. And the only ones I have available in large and small at the moment are Dalmatian Jasper, which is a nice good beginner stone because it's a jasper. It doesn't crack very easily. A lot of women just drop their egg. They're clumsy. Their first egg is like their guinea pig egg. They're learning how to maintain it inside. They're dropping it when they go to the bathroom vaginally, and they're really learning their muscles. So that's, Jasper's a good one to start with as well. And I do have large. So the other one would be Kambaba Jasper. I have small and large in Kambaba Jasper and Dalmatian Jasper, to answer your question. And regarding the authenticity and certificate, the answer is absolutely yes. You need a certificate of authenticity with your yoni egg. It should